Start a Skool community, send 100 DMs a day, make money. By now, you know that it don't work that way. In fact, most Skool community owners struggle to convert people on the internet into happy clients. But we are going to fix that right now. Why should you listen to me? I have a particular set of skills that make me a nightmare for pages that don't convert. Here's a few people I've helped with their marketing and mindset. Pop, 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 pop. But today I'm going to roast some real Skool about pages, give them an AI-powered glow up, and show you how to transform your page from meh to money making. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make your community irresistible to your ideal members. Okay, so I made a post on Alex Hormozi's Skool Games group asking people to share their about pages so that I can give them a rating and roast them. Let's start with the first Skool community, Ryan's. Business coaching in the palm of your hand. Now, I did set up a AI prompt. I'm going to be using Claude, but this works with GPT as well. So we're going to go through each of these communities and then putting it through AI to see exactly what it generates or if we can create some better options. But the thing with AI is that you need to know what to look for. Now, business coaching in the palm of your hand. The value of this community seems to be answering your questions. But here's the thing, I call this coach-itis. Answering somebody's questions is a vehicle towards the destination. So what does the specific destination look like for these people? And not having 100% clarity in terms of who this community is for will present challenges in terms of marketing, because the ideal destination for a coach looks quite different than the ideal destination for a dentist. For a coach, it's like have your, sell high ticket coaching. For a dentist, it's just have your schedule fully booked and get referrals and stuff like that, right? So it's slightly different, but it makes a huge, huge difference. Now, do you wish you ever had a personal business coach but didn't have to pay the hefty price tag? This makes it very difficult for you to level up, like to sell. If you ever want to sell high ticket, it's going to be hard because what you're doing is you're attracting people who don't really have a budget or don't value investing high ticket to optimize their business. So if you want a more elevated audience, in the sense like a bit more advanced in business, then I would remove that. But if you want to help beginners with your service, then it's perfect. Ryan Robinson, anything you want about business and you guarantee to get a response directly from me. Okay, so I would start with this aspect because this is what edifies you. Anybody can say, ask me business questions and I will answer that. I would have that as your primary thing, like the first thing that people see, maybe your photo and saying, I've started over 16 companies, my 11-year journey. Because this is really the thing, like your best foot forward is this. This is why people should listen to you. It edifies you and it gives this community a lot more weight, a lot more authority. I've been there and done that. I've learned the lessons the hard way and I can help you avoid them. Maybe give an example of a mistake that you've made and how much it costs you. And because you didn't have somebody to answer your questions, how did it lead to you making that mistake, right? So put yourself a bit more in their shoes. And this is kind of a bit more, it's kind of hinting towards the destination. I would also say, okay, you started 16 companies. How much did you generate? Like, what is your lifestyle? What does your lifestyle look like? If you can show a photo of you maybe on vacation or even you at your desk, feeling happy, feeling joyful, feeling relaxed, or you with your team, it's still a better picture of the destination of your target audience. But let's just play with it. Let's see what AI is suggesting in this situation. Let's see. Charge $2,000 a month, but I built 16 companies in 11 years and I'm charging less than an X. This is good, right? This is like a shocker. It grabs your attention. I actually like this very much. University of Texas, advisor, VC funds, and family offices. I would also add some numbers. Numbers are very, very powerful to any type of business promise. They give the offer so much more weight. To proven founder has been in your shoes at a fraction of the cost. Ask anything, guaranteed answers. Unlimited questions, get 100% response rate weekly. Lost time. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Like, what is the cost? This is super powerful for all of your communities, by the way. Hint or talk about the cost of them not joining the community. And that's basically what that context statement is talking about. Every day you spend figuring out alone, lost time and money and opportunity skipped. This is kind of the example of saying, hey, I lost this much money because, or this many opportunities because I didn't have somebody to answer my questions. What is the cost of them not taking action with you? Private streaming, yeah, this is super powerful. Like if you start charging for this and you give the 7-day free trial, I think it's going to be super powerful to offer something like this. $500 value, or if you charge more for, if let's say you have one-on-one consulting and you charge $2,000 an hour, if it's 30 minutes, then it's $1,000 value, right? Let me know how this feels. But I'm really liking this. I'm liking this very much. Beautiful. Let's go on to the next community, to John's community. I actually had a look at this. I think it's pretty good. We're not going to listen to the video for now, but I would just say if this is the first thing I see on your page, it's great that I know who this is for, but what is the destination? What is the end goal? How much business opportunities have you generated? How much money have you generated by being a speaker? I would start with that. Let that be the first thing that I see on your page, right? Because it's the biggest piece of real estate on your about page. Learn how to share your story, inspire others, get paid. How much, right? Add a number to that. How much, what's the biggest amount you got paid to speak? What is the most you've made in your career as a speaker? What is the most one of your clients made to speak? Framework, John used to build a successful speaking business plus earn an extra 10K a month. Okay, without having to go viral on social media. What's not clear to me in this, where does the 10K a month come from, right? Is it from selling on stage? Is it from getting keynote speaking gigs? That will get that, it will give it a bit more weight, because get paid to speak on stage, it kind of hints to that, but kind of reiterating, or I would just put this right here, get paid an extra 10K a month to speak on stage, because it's faster, right? The destination, you put your best foot forward faster, it's gonna grab the right people's eyes a lot faster. Without having it, very good. Without statement is always powerful. Good. So what I love about this is that you're clarifying who this is for, but you're also painting a picture of the destination with each statement, right? What is the destination? Get paid on to become a speaker, grow your business by speaking on stage, who want to scale their business. Again, you see that this is where kind of the confusion is coming from, because get paid to speak on stage, add an extra 10K a month by what? Because that's kind of like, keynote speakers have a slightly different mindset than business owners who understand they need to master selling on stage. So that might create a bit of confusion in terms of who this is for. And getting a bit more clear on this, add an extra 10K a month, either by selling on stage or getting paid to speak. So if you create that, if you add that level of specificity right from the start, it's very powerful, because yes, you can help both. They have different mindset, but there's cross, what do you call it? There's, there's intersections between those two scenarios. So I think it will make it a lot clearer, a lot more powerful. The Beatles are just like you, what you get, good. good. Value stack, very good. Total value for you, dollar free, like irresistible. Now, I think that just by doing a bit more outreach, showing this, putting this in front of entrepreneurs, because this is pretty good as is already. If you're either running a bit of ads to it or doing a bit of outreach, telling people about it, I think you're going to have a lot more members. So let's have a look at what Claude has to say about this. This is cool. You don't need 100,000 followers or a best-selling book to make 10K a month. Yeah, to make an extra 10K a month speaking. I'll prove it. This is cool. Gain students, speak at TEDx conference. Very good. Yeah, you see, it's already giving a lot more weight to the offer because it says here's how much you can get paid for keynote speaking gigs. Zero social media required. Very good. Yeah, great guarantee. Yes, or promise rather. Very good. Yeah. So again, context or the cost of them not taking action. Very good. Well, you're stuck building Instagram followers, you're rebuilding. Very powerful stuff. Very, very powerful stuff. Try free for 7 days. Yeah, if you want to be paying for this. This could easily be a paid community. The value is there, right? So yeah, just by making these few tweaks, I think you can already start charging for this community. Now, the one thing I would do differently, because you've linked your website here, John, there's a bit of dissonance between the niche for this specific website. I know you want to give it a bit more proof. Maybe just put that proof here somewhere in terms of what this business represents, how much opportunity have you generated for yourself through this business, how much money you've made. Because the thing is, if you don't specify that this is for, you know, a very Christian oriented niche, and then people click on this, there's going to be a dissonance. So either make this school for Christian speakers, right, to have that perfect match between the link that you have here on your page, yes, and your website, so there's, you know, congruence, or just remove this link if you want it to be a bit more general for people who want to learn how to become better speakers, sell on stage, get booked, and add a testimonial that represents this to the About page. I think you're going to find higher levels of success. Beautiful. Now let's have a look at Ellie's page. Yeah, same idea here. If this is the first thing I see, start with your best foot forward. Like, what would be the best case study? And it could just be replacing the thumbnail of this video with one of your most relevant case studies. But this is a huge pain for parents, right? And I think just starting with your best foot forward here in the biggest real estate will have a huge impact. Quickly boost. So you're starting with the call to action, which I would say leave it a bit more to the end because you're asking me to do something without giving me any reason to. So I would start with this. Quickly boost your child's communication skills, stress-free with simple daily. So could you phrase this in a way where the pain of your child not having the right communication skills, what is that pain, right? What is it? What is the thing that keeps parents up at night? Could you phrase it in a way that shows that, right? Because if you're doing that, if you're starting with a painful statement, it will immediately grab more attention than the pleasure statement of the desired outcome. With simple daily routines, right? Imagine knowing exactly how to separate each day, how with my 10,000 plus hours as a speech language pathologist to make communication easier for a child, less overwhelming for you. Guidance, pretty good. Now, you don't necessarily need a value stack, like, okay, I sold it with this much or this much, like value. If you do have this, I would give each of these elements an individual value, just like, let's see, just like John did. Because if you're just saying value of this much, then like how did you come up with this value? So either remove this completely or add some, you know, this is how much it is if sold separately. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Urgency. Yeah, for it's going to be 24 a month. Join now for free while you still can. What's missing for me is this. Having your kid, because I'm about to be a parent myself, and having your kid not be able to communicate either, you know, properly or not be able to communicate at all, that is a huge, huge pain point for a parent. So what's missing for me is kind of that, you know, that element of pain, of discomfort, like bringing that discomfort to the surface. And then all of a sudden, hey, all of this discomfort you're feeling, we will solve this together in this community. That's kind of what I would feel would massively improve this. Now let's take this through AI and let's see what it suggests. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but you can find this prompt in the description below. Parents spend speech therapy when 80% of language development happens at... Ooh, very good. Very good as well. Very, 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 very good. $200 an hour, and you get this for only $24 a month, right? Powerful. And it says, hey, a lot of it is actually on your shoulders. After, yeah, very good. And it establishes you as an authority already. Masters in communication disorders, good. So you don't necessarily need to say proof. It's like, I've spent, you know, this much, I've helped, why you should join, like, why should you listen, something like that. It can be instead of proof. In minutes a day, very good. Like, less minimum time and effort required. Without expensive therapy or complicated, very, very good. Yeah, give it a bit of value. Every month of delayed intervention. Yeah, not bad. Oral support is crucial for confidence. I'm not 100% crazy about this, so let's do another variation of this. Let's see. Not crazy about this statement either. 5 more variations. Sometimes you need to do a bit more until you get something that really clicks, right? You need to ask the AI to generate a bit more. Oh, big one. Maybe I would do a mix, right? Because I liked the first one. Very good. Yes, the pain. I would look for something different in terms of the context. So I would keep this part, for example. And then let's look for a different context. Don't wait until a child falls behind or loses confidence. Yeah, this is pretty good, right? It is a painful statement. Yeah, so a bit of urgency. Wait for a month to making progress. Very good as well. Your child's brain prime for language right now. You're kind of critical years. Not bad, this one. Strong communication skills now, better learning, social skills, and confidence for life. I don't know. You'll have to see exactly which one, because you know your audience best. See which one of these pains, like these context statements, are more relevant, because you don't want to be like too much into this pain, because otherwise you're perceived as being pushy. When you get a personalized language development roadmap of your child, very good. Yeah, lock in your free lifetime access before we, yeah, pretty good. So I would just say making these small adjustments or coming up with creative ways based on what your clients have said was the cost of them. Like, what was their struggle? What was their pain? Extraordinary. He went from no words to a new word every day. Yeah. So this is the pain point, right? This is the cost of them not joining your community. So the child not speaking. Confidence in language skills, yes, right? So that's kind of like how I would formulate the cost of not taking action. Let me know what creative ideas come for you in terms of this aspect of, hey, you know, this is probably going to happen if you don't take action right now. These insights apply not just for your Skool about page, but absolutely for any landing page you use. And if you want to learn the fastest, laziest, easiest way to make an extra 50K in the next 90 days without an audience, check out this video next.